something they made up. Whatever it was they made up, I had just got out of the hospital, y'all. How could I be in the school's business and I just got out of the hospital? I'm talking about just got out of the hospital. And they act like I was doing something at the school to hurt somebody at the school. That's why I went and told my auntie I did everything them kids said I did. And at first, I was like so distraught about it because I felt like maybe I did talk about somebody behind their back and that was wrong. And I wasn't. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because that's not something I always do. That's not something I do at all. So that was it. That was all. So it's like, yeah, you gonna let a stalker come in here and stay with me. I'm talking about they actually let the stalker come in here and stay with me. And she's like, well, she made a video. She needs to go too. It's like, okay. And I'm still sitting here like an idiot talking about it because I don't have a place to go. They wanted me to sit in the office and discuss it with them and tell them this is, I'm talking about I didn't do nothing. That man, them teachers was trying to mess with the kids. I'm not about to take up for you. No, I'm not telling y'all nothing. Yep. Hey, it's Shante Brown Sugar Talk under Black Unicorns. I don't have to. Like, that's against the law. You're going to sit in this place. And that's what else happened, y'all. It was, what's his name? What he called himself? Foster. Jamez Foster. Whatever the fuck his name. James Foster. He called himself Jamez. Jamez Foster. So, he said he had some daughters at the school. And so they didn't like this one girl who was she was like a foster kid for real. And I mean, he was in there telling his daughter, yeah, you gonna fight her. I be with the girl. The girl don't do nothing. Like she just really is like me. Like she mind her business. So I guess in this area, when you mind your business, that's something that people just find to be discriminatory. Like you say, I'm saying, you minding your business. So you mind your business, it'll be people trying to get into your space to be in your business. So when they get in your space, like the lady did last night, it'd be like, your computer black. Look at your black and white shirt on. You ain't got no bra on. Look at your hair. Look at your hair. And it's like, but today you woke up and drew your eyebrows on with a marker. I mean, she was getting mad. Like, she had them say everything. Look at your fat ass. Get your fat ass up and move and all this stuff. And it's like, wasn't that inside the journal? And wasn't that from the last shelter? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I don't know what else to say. Because, y'all, I really did want to hurt the woman. And so you think that I'm like, it's like, nah, they'll drive you to hurt them. They'll drive you to beat them before anything else happens. And it's like, don't nobody need to put their hands on you because you a demon. You should have just left. And she was like, yeah, she gonna leave. Her fat ass gonna leave with me. The other lady was the one that was doing that. She was like, you a garbage disposal. And I like, that's not me. That sounds like Brandon. So I was just like, I don't know. Like, it's like, I can't, white man, I can't take your burden. You see what I'm saying? Like, for me, I wasn't even supposed to be involved in nothing. White man, white lady, I can't take your burden. You see? Black woman, black man, I can't take your burden. It's not for me to take. I'm talking about they would actually want me to take their sins. Like, that was for the kids. These white people took it like, no, when I do something, we can just blame it on her. And it's like, no, that's not what that was saying. No, 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 no. So, yeah, I can't take your burden. I can't take your sins. That's still your sin. You still got to account for what you did. Like, that don't have nothing to do with me. Relationship stages. First, you have lust and romance. So, you lusting, that's when you want to, like, woo the person. You want to do all this stuff with the person. You want to, like, you know what I'm saying, the intense feelings of desire, want, and need. Like we would do anything for the other. Based on hormones, largely what we see, movie, songs, and social media. So the person that was saying that they knew me, I guess this was like a stalker. Because the person that was sent the picture, I was like, nah, send me the picture, Antoine Nunn. And that's not him. So he was like trying to be a stalker. So look, So this morning at 4 o'clock, he sent a message and was like, I can come over there. I said, no, I'll pay for this room. I got to get me some sleep. The struggle. Coming off of the hormones withdrawal, we see our partners for who they really are and need to learn and value each other's lives organically, learning to work together as a team, letting curiosity drive us to discover each other. Is this the part of like, oh, okay, getting to work? Next is working. I be like, if you friends, some of this stuff don't be no struggle. It's like friendship. They should push friendship, working, following the trail and following the trial. Sorry, and error of struggle. We learn to find what works for ourselves and our patterns and practice it. We learn to value, understand, and care for each other in ways that we want to be cared for, become best friends. Okay, see, because at first the struggle is friends. Maintenance is building friendship, it's building a relationship. Maintenance, accepting that we and our partner change significantly over time. And that's so y'all can stay interested, observing our relationship and adapting to these changes in the way they occur. If you stay positive about your relationship when all these changes occur, you'll just be positive about it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's like it's not something where you have to be upset about all this stuff. Just stay positive about it, and that's it. The change that it'll happen. A relationship will occur, and it'll be good. It'll be better than what you thought it was. So yeah, that's it. I'm not Miss Sutton. Let Miss Sutton be Miss Sutton. Let Brandon be Brandon. Let Miss Samantha Sipple be Samantha Sipple. Let what's the Debbie Rendles be herself. It's like leave me out of it. It is not something I need to be into. I'm talking about I was in a room full of snakes. I was in a lion's den. Not one person stopped and said, well, she didn't do anything. When the other lady got lied on, I said, well, she didn't do anything. Why would you put her out if she didn't do anything? Like, why would you sit here and have this conversation and Joanna didn't do anything? And nobody ever sat down and said, Sister Shante didn't do anything. They all let it happen. Kayla was actually walking behind me out the door. She was trying to help me out the door. Like I was going down the steps, she was trying to actually help me get out. She couldn't believe it. I'm talking about she could not believe that these people actually set it up for her to actually still be in the house after she did more than what I did. Y'all understand what I'm saying? After she was in there cussing people out, starting rumors, messing up people, talking lies. I'm talking about every little thing she could do, she did it. And I'm talking about that white woman still right there. She done told them she moving out. She got a place, all this different stuff. She ain't moved out yet. She's still there. So they did all that to put my black ass out, as the woman said. She said, I've been in there kissing ass and all this different stuff. And I had to get my black ass put out. I'm in there, sister, sister, sister. And I was like, yep, I do. I say, that's exactly what I do. So it's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with what I did at all. It wasn't anything wrong with what I did at the school. So it's like it's just nothing to talk about. Like it's like y'all, I gotta move on. If it was that bad, like I said, y'all would have packed my shit. And if I was this horrible, you would have helped me pack my shit and get the fuck out of here. Actually, you wouldn't even done that. You would have kept yourself away from me. If I was that bad of a person, you guys would have stopped stalking me a long time ago. Nobody is stalking Miss Schuler from Nova Academy. They stalking me. Hello. Good morning. It's going okay. Yeah. Last night this woman just started an argument and that's it. I'm just kind of tired of talking about it myself. But she started an argument, and it was the same thing that happened the last time. I think Kayla was probably coming in telling them I did something to somebody. I haven't done anything. So Kayla would like slip in. She did this to another lady, and I told them that Kayla was lying on them. Nobody stopped to tell them, hey, that's not true. What's going on? So I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know where I can go and be left alone. Yeah. That's why I'm like, if I was this bad of a person, Why not just give me a ticket to leave the city? Why not give me my son and me and my son can leave the city? Because if I'm this bad, then my son has to be just as bad as me. So it's like if we are this bad together, why not just give us a ticket so we can leave this city? You see what I'm saying? Like, why not just be yourself instead of trying to be me? Because that was what happened. That's what was happening last night too. It was like they were like trying to criticize me for being what a woman was, for being myself, for being a nice person. I mean, this woman actually made being a nice person sound nasty. She was just, look at you around here talking to the sisters, and look at you eating up the food. And all I was eating was fruits and vegetables. I would just eat vegetables. You came in here eating all the snacks. You and your eating. I was like, whoa, like that is like a lot. I had a banana and an orange and some chips. It's like, that is a lot for you. I was like, you know what? That's a lot for you to say because I haven't noticed anything about you. And so the sister came upstairs and was like, both of you have to go. Yeah, the same thing happens every time. The same thing with Marcia. Did you see that Marcia McDuffie is not my social worker or my caseworker? So she had no right to try to put me out of the Mark Twain. Do you see that? Like when they look up everything, it's your name that's on there. So Marcia had no reason to even talk about having a meeting with me. So you understand? It's like these people just come in and start acting like they know something and they don't. I was just like, I'm sorry, but you draw your eyebrows on. I just thought I told her. I was like, you draw your eyebrows on and they look like patent leather. That's all I noticed about you. And I was like, that's it. I was like, and I just told her that too. Like, you are actually telling me more about myself than I ever noticed about you. You see, and so when I did, look, I sat there on the bed. I did not move. Do you hear me? So again, there goes the move. The move is in the sticker. It's on the sticker inside of my book. That's how I knew they had a camera in that room at the Mark Twain. Because when I put it on there, it said move, but it just means like exercise, right? So the nun, Sister Andrea, kept coming upstairs saying, Shante, you have to move. I said, Sister Andrea, if I move, I'm gonna hit the woman. I said, I'm not lying to you. If I get up, I will hit her. So then the woman kept coming all the way. Like if you see the room, it's like she comes all the way down and gets in front of my bed. So Sister Andrea was like, no, both of you have to get out at the same time. I said, no, Sister Andrea, I'm going downstairs to sit down because I'm not staying up here with her because I would hurt her for lying. So I said, that's it. So that was it. But all the stuff that they were that she wanted to do is something probably Kayla was already saying. You see, so it's another woman there that says it behind your back. So look, when I just called to tell them I was going to get a package there too. Sister Davis says, okay, that wasn't this shelter. Now it's like, you see, and that's what I was telling Sister Davis last time with her and Willie me. I say, Sister Davis, what you saying is not right. And what they do is they get the information from the past shelter and then bring it to this shelter. Just like what's her name? Marcia thought I was supposed to leave in 3 weeks. So she had information from that shelter and then brought it to the Mark Twain, and I had a 90-day contract. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, that's it. That's what I've been trying to tell everybody. This is what's been happening at every job. Oh, yes, they are. Because it's like, I don't go to the shelter and be like, oh, I was there for 3 weeks. I at the Mark Twain and at the City of Hope. I never told them anything about the shelters. And they were actually doing stuff from the past shelter. They were doing stuff from St. Vincent de Paul. That's when every time I bring it up, they'll try to act like I'm crazy. So I went ahead and called the police because I'm not playing with them. And there is no reason for anybody to do that to anybody. Like it's actually gaslighting. They are doing it. I'm not lying. I know exactly what I'm saying. Please, Jessica, do not decide on anybody's side. That's it. I just need a place to go. Don't say anything else. I'm serious. I just need a place to go. That's what I need from you. That's it. Okay. But the thing is, the whole, I'm gonna fight someone whenever I get mad. I think that's no. Hold up, no, because I didn't fight anybody. All I did was sit there. I told her, I said, listen to me, sister. I didn't, that's what I told her. I said, sister, it's not right. And if you keep me in this space, that's what will happen. I said, sister, I'm going downstairs. I left the space. The same thing at the Mark Twain. I never went into the office. I never went into the office. I stood at the door and opened the door and told them, do not do that to me. So what y'all trying to do now, trying to like, and the police were with me all night. The police actually took me downtown to drop myself off this time. So if I really did something and I was on the phone with the police when this stuff happened, I called the police myself. So for somebody now to say, well, Shante, you can't say that. This woman stood there and lied to me and I got put out of a place for sitting on the bed and not doing anything to her. I did not do anything to that woman. I didn't start an argument with the woman. And the same thing happened at the school. You understand what I'm saying? This has been 12 or 14 years. If I say that, that is nothing wrong. I did not move. I'm talking about I didn't get up at all. I just told her, I was like, you know what? That will push somebody to hurt you. And that is the truth. This is 12 or 15 years of them trying to get me kicked out of my space because somebody wants to pretend to be me. That is not right for you now to start a conversation saying, Chantel, you did. I haven't done anything wrong. Like, I'm so serious. Y'all not putting this back on me.
Every right to be as frustrated with this situation as you are. I'm not saying you ain't have the right to be frustrated with all this nonsense that's going on in your life right now. I think so whenever I refer you to the shelters, they have me check something that you're going to just, abide by rules and make sure you're keeping everyone there safe. So I like to hear what you said you did. You just kind of walked away whenever people started stuff with you. And I think if as long as you can tell me you're going to try and do that, if someone starts something with you.
It's not try. I have certifications. Like, they stole my inventions. This is what they trying to do on purpose. That's why they kidnapped my son. They want to act like I was an unfit mother, but they can't make a case with the state because it's not true. You understand? People have witnessed me with my child. So it's like if they witness me in Texas and you stopping me from talking to people in Texas or stopping a school in Texas from giving you information, you see what I'm saying? If you got all this stuff where I have actually turned people into the police, I have called the police and you taking the stuff like I'm supposed, like you got to hold it or I can't get help. Don't you see that that's a stalker? I'm not about to lose my life. You understand what I'm saying? Because some dumb woman wants to come over here and you going to do what she say. I'm talking about you going to do what she say. And the woman is so incessant. She'll just be looking at you. You look at your black and white shirt, your red hair. It's like stuff that doesn't even matter in life. It's not even rude. It's a demon. Like, it's like those women just started like being on her side because she was the only one talking. I just sat there looking at her. What would I be in there doing that for? I'm telling you right now, I just talked about that on my show yesterday. I did a blurb on it. So why come here and act like you me or act like I'm on a show? I'm not Nene Leakes. I actually live a real life. You understand? It ain't no camera behind me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm collecting evidence. I'm not trying to be a real housewife. If that's who she thought I was, you wrong. It's time for people to grow up. If I didn't work my whole life to design a school, that's what I'm here for. It's not to be in some woman's face trying to tell me something. All they got to do is give me my child. You understand what I'm saying? I'm constantly telling you, all I need is my child so I can go. But nobody is working on that. Everybody working on something else because they want to see this. And it's not for anybody to see because this had nothing to do with these people. So that's what I'm trying to get you to see too. Is like, what is it that's wrong? Don't you see that me and my son need to leave this place? If people are standing here lying and you believe in them, then why would you now try to back it up like, oh, well, if she threatened me or she said, if nobody is running towards you with a knife and nobody is coming, it's like, for real, that woman threatened me too. She told me last night she was going to hit me too. And it's like, okay, I said, listen, don't do it because you a demon. You understand what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, because I want you to touch me. That's why she wants you to touch it, because she got some type of issue with herself. I'm talking about this woman look like a straight up witch. And it's like y'all sitting up here wanting me to sit here and say I did something. Keely Sutton at that school, that woman used to go up to the kids and jump at them. Like she gonna hit them. They let her keep her job, but you want me to go. You got teachers in here trying to fight kids. I'm talking about she wasn't the only one. It was another one, James Foster. He want his kids. Now you gonna fight her. And I'm talking about you a teacher at the school. I'm talking about this is really here in St. Louis. Right. Right, and then I get to Texas, I get on my feet, I'm in Frisco, Texas. They find their way down there, see how I'm living, and then get me kicked out of my apartment. You understand? And it wasn't even kicked out of my apartment, it's just the end of my lease. So I'm talking about they turned that into a fiasco. She gotta go, and we going to court. I don't even think the court for me to be out of my apartment was real because it was the end of the lease. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's not an eviction on my stuff. So it's like all this stuff, you run the records. I'm clean as hell. I'm clean as the board of hell. So it's like, why would you want to do that? And it's against somebody's civil rights. You understand? If you can't help me get back on my feet, why would you take it? You understand?
There's going to be people always working against you. You know, there's always going to be people in the world that are wanting to see you fail, and people that are going to try and start stuff. And it just comes down to.
But we 40. You understand what I'm saying? Like we in our 30s and 40s. It don't matter no more. Exactly. That's not a school, and I'm not a student with you. And you know what I'm saying? You a bully. Yeah. And no, it's not because I'm gonna tell you, this is Jessica. Sometimes I don't even respond. I have actually been at work. I was at Sauce on the Side. That man came to me. Even the unemployment office has this. The man comes to me and just starts screaming. A whole lot of people. I'm talking about a whole gaggle of people. I'm talking about the line is out the door. The man comes to me and just starts saying, "You have to get out of here," because he didn't know how to make change in the drawer. And I'm talking about I stood there the whole time. I stood there and this was the first time I said something to him. I said, you know what? That was really rude. That was not the first time. Yeah, one day he came and said, you can't wear a rosary on your neck. Yes, I can, and it's my choice. So then guess what happened downtown at the Mark Twain? The rosary got snatched off my neck. That's why the guy assaulted me was to take the rosary. So it's like, what is this? You see, that's why I just need a place to go. I haven't done anything. I'm not causing trouble. All I've been doing is going to the library. All I've been doing is building. All I've been doing is designing, and that's it. You see what I'm saying? Because on the flip side, and even in all the other stuff, me and my son had no clue. Me and my son had no clue that people were doing this stuff. The whole time they were stalking us in Texas, we didn't have a clue until one day one girl stopped us and started saying that me and my son were not religious enough. She told me I shouldn't have bought him an ice cream cone. I should have gave the money to the church. I told Blake when he get through with that one, we'll go get him another ice cream cone. Do you understand? So it's like I don't have time. It's like I just need a place to go where nobody is like trying to watch me the whole day. They write all this stuff down and give it to the other person.
Right. I can definitely. So we already made the referrals. I'm still waiting to hear back. I haven't heard anything yet.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I can't promise what people are going to be like in that shelter. You know, I don't know if there's going to be someone that's just saying stuff to be rude. I don't know what kind of people you're going to face there, you know.
Okay, well, I just want to go in and that's it. Okay, well, then we'll just see what happens, Jessica, but I promise you, I'm not saying anything. I go in there, I do what I have to do, and that's it. I take a shower, I go to sleep, and leave. Exactly, and that's at every shelter. That's all I do. I'm not in there, oh, my God, I did this with my life. Oh, my, that's why she couldn't say anything. You see what I'm saying? She didn't have anything to say about me because I never said anything to her. I don't tell them anything. I don't tell them anything about my kid. I don't tell them that what I was. I don't tell them anything. They just start to make up stuff from what they see. That's why when Kayla started to want to argue, she was like, yeah, bitch, you go to the library. It's like, I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do go to the library. Yeah, it's like they don't have anything to say. And it's because they don't know anything. So that's all. That's it. I just need a place to go. I'm sorry. Right now I'm in Belleville. I got to get back down there because my fob wasn't working. So I got to call them at 10 and let them know I got to let my fob open. And that's it. And I leave this hotel room at 11. Okay. All right.
And then I'll let you know when I hear something back. We got Magdala going and we got Little Sisters going. So I'll let you know when I hear something back from one of those.
Okay. Thank you.
Alrighty. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye. Y'all, I'm not about to listen to that BS. Like, I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I'm not about to listen to that. Anyway, the person just called me. So, anyway, that was it. Like, it's just like, why would this woman about to, I got to tell them. You ain't got to tell them nothing. Like, if I didn't put my hands on the woman or I didn't run towards, like, y'all out of y'all mind. You over here harassing me. And when I say something like, oh, God, that's the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all harassing me this long. You think I'm not gonna want to hit you? Y'all understand what I'm talking about? Like, it's like, yeah, you need to be hit. You need to be knocked the fuck out. Like I said, this ain't the Real Housewives or nothing. You need to be knocked the fuck out. When a bitch ain't got nothing, that's what a bitch will do. Y'all, that's the end of the show. Have a good day.